Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sport. It's me, Joe, again. And well, I keep saying this every week, really, that the WSL season's been a great start to the season and a weekend of drama. But it has to be honest. It has been a weekend of drama week after week, and there's been some controversial moments. Not to mention in the Chelsea Tottenham game last weekend. But we're going to look ahead to Matchday Six, see what drama might unfold in that. And joining me this week is the fantastic, brilliant Stu Davies joining us. Thanks, Stu, for coming on
Thank you.
today.
Thank you. Yeah, pleasure joining you, mate.
So yeah, it's been an interesting start to the WSL season, hasn't it, Stu?
Yeah, it's been like a really interesting season. I think starting to see where the tail's starting to spread out at the moment. I always thought City, Chelsea would be like the two like start getting away, and then it's always interesting to see how the teams like say Liverpool, Brighton do, like the mid-table range.
Yeah, as you mentioned, mid-table range, and you just mentioned Brighton there. They've been a surprise package early doors in the season. I wasn't expecting them to not be as high as they are at the moment.
Yeah, they played some like real good football as well. It's like I've seen like quite a lot of their highlights, and they're like, really good to watch.
Yeah, currently sat in fourth place in the WSL table, so that is something. Let's be honest.
Yeah, very good.
So we're going to have a look at the fixtures after last weekend and of drama, and it starts off on the Sunday between Manchester United and Arsenal at Lee Sports Village. And it's a lunchtime kickoff, 12:30 there, and what will be a fascinating game, especially seeing as the whole drama of Eunice Idevell resigning last week, Stu. First of all, I want to get your opinions on that about Idevell going.
Yeah, because I've quite rated them in the past, but this season just hasn't clicked for them, and I think for a team like Arsenal, to the start they had is just not good enough at all. So I can see why he ended up going, and then the football wasn't looking that good either. So I don't know if he's lost the dressing room or anything like that.
Yeah, there was talk of that, of him losing the dressing room, with a few of the players not being happy with him, but Rennie Slegers has taken over as interim whilst they look through their candidates list, and well, she's not doing too bad. So if they decide to take it take her on full time, should I say, that would be wouldn't be the worst decision based on the first few games that she's taken charge of at the moment.
Yeah, I've not been able to. I haven't seen like their recent games under her, but if she's able to get them performing well quite early on, then she deserves a chance to take it on.
I agree. And looking at Manchester United's start to the season, and I play that, like I say, every week. I seem to be mentioning in these videos every week is Grace Clinton, who had a fantastic season on loan at Tottenham Hotspur last year. Didn't get a sniff at Manchester United, but played well there. She's come in at this season and has been their star player. She's picked up the slack from a few other players that haven't performed as well.
Yeah, she's been brilliant. Grace Clinton has I had her a lot on the fantasy football last year, and like it was like always a good pick.
And looking in the forward line as well, Elizabeth Turland, we knew that she was a fantastic player at Brighton last season. I thought Brighton would struggle this year with losing her, but they've coped well. We will get onto Brighton in a minute in their game, but yeah, I think she's done well and settled in well at Manchester United as well.
Yeah, she definitely has. Brighton have done like really well, like to like actually keep up their good performances and being like fourth in the table, like we said before.
And last week, obviously, Manchester United drawing away to Brighton at the Amex, and Arsenal winning away to West Ham United as well. So both teams coming into this off the back of different results. But what's the scoreline you've gone for, Stu?
Um, I went 2-0 Man United. I think in terms of quality, they're both quite equal. But I just Man United's record at home is like I think they've won seven of their last eight or something like that. It's like really impressive. So I just think Man United will win it 2-0.
2-0 win for Manchester United for Stu. I've gone for a little bit of a closer scoreline. I've gone for 3-2 to Manchester United.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a game that's always full of goals. I remember Jamie and Miranda went to it last year, and I think it was a draw between the two sides then. But with Manchester United having that slightly better cutting edge, I agree with you that United
Mhm.
will take the points there.
Yeah.
So the next game, all the fixtures are on the Sunday this weekend, is Brighton and Hove Albion versus Leicester City, 2 o'clock, or the first of the 2 o'clock kickoffs. Uh, yeah, and that will be a fascinating game there down at Broadfield Stadium with both sides. Leicester City last time out beating Everton, the struggling Everton, and Brighton getting a big point against Manchester United.
Yeah, I think I found this one was like a tough one to predict because I find like every week I'm like I just expect Brighton aren't gonna keep this good form up, and then they just keep winning, and then but I went with 1-1 just because I think this both teams are still in level, and then I think Leicester really need to pick up in the games like this.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it is always going to be a tight game between the two. And you said about Leicester picking it up a level or needing to pick it up a level, which I think is going to be a key thing there. I've gone for a 1-0 win to Brighton. I think Leicester will, like you said, will give them a tough game, but I just don't know. I just feel like it'll be one of those games where it's tight till late on, and then one of the two teams nicks a goal, and I've just gone for Brighton just based on current run of form, to be honest.
yeah, I'd say if there was a team to win it, you'd think it'd be Brighton.
Looking ahead to another one of the 2 o'clock kickoffs, Crystal Palace versus Manchester City. Surely this is a bit of a mismatch, eh, Stu? With all due respects to Palace.
Yeah, you'd definitely expect Man City to win this one. Like, I mean, they've just won the one game this season, Palace, and then they're towards that bottom end of the table, so you'd expect it to be a really comfortable win for City.
Yeah, especially with City getting a win against Villa last week after going behind. They seem to have a finger, City, at the moment of going behind and coming, back and winning the games of football. We saw that a couple of weeks ago at Anfield, and then we saw it again on Sunday. Palace obviously got a point away at the Totally Wicked Stadium last week at Liverpool with former Red Katie Stengel scoring her first Palace goal.
Yeah, it was nice for her to get her first goal there.
And yeah, with Manchester City, Viviana Miedema has been missing the last couple of weeks due to injury. She is on her way back and very close, according to Gareth Taylor. And there's been a lot of drama with between him and Chloe Kelly. With Chloe Kelly not starting games recently. Check out the video that I've done on that one last week on the channel. It'll be linked on the homepage here of the channel. But yeah, it's an interesting one to see how that dynamic plays out, especially with rotation needed. But Lauren Hemp has picked up where she left off last season in fine form as well. Stu.
Yeah, I love like Laura Amber, like such a quality player. Just gutting she plays for Man City, but yeah, she's a real good player. Like,
And Joe Rord returning from injury towards the end of last season and really like gaining momentum as the games go on as well this season has been fantastic. In this one, what scoreline have you gone for, Stu?
I've gone for 2-0 because I find when City do take the lead, usually they're a bit more laid back. They like want to control the game and like they don't get a second. But I don't think they're the sort of team like you like pushed to like win by a massive scoreline.
Yeah, I've gone for City win as well. I've gone for 4-0.
Yeah,
I feel like it will be between 2 and 4 goals, probably somewhere. I think we're
yeah.
both right that there will be a win. I can't see Palace getting on the score sheet this week, unfortunately for them. But I feel like City are due a bit of a blowout, as it were. Where they go out, attack a team, and put a few more goals in the back of the net to help that goal
Oh
difference
yeah.
because we've already seen Chelsea score so many goals this season that and it could all come down to that goal difference again this season. So yeah, I think it's key for City to get a few more goals in the back of that net before Chelsea make it that big of a gap.
Oh yeah, because it ends up being basically an extra point in the end if it does. If they do get equal on points, then it puts Chelsea right over the edge.
Yeah, I was hoping, still hoping for another tight title race again this year. It was very dramatic last year between the sides. We're looking ahead to the final 2 o'clock game on Sunday, and then the other two obviously are later on. Another London derby of sorts between Tottenham Hotspur and West Ham United, Stu.
Yeah, I've gone 2-0 to Tottenham Hotspur for this one because I just West Ham. I just didn't know. I thought at the start of the season they might just go straight back, straight down, and then I just think Tottenham will be too good for them. Like,
Yeah, I agree that they were favourites as well to go down. Surprisingly, had
yeah,
Palace staying up. A lot of people thought they would be cannon fodder, which they looked like they might be at the opening couple of games, but they seemed to draw a few results. But yeah, they seem to be missing the big players. You know, the likes of Hayashi and Mackenzie
oh yeah,
Arnold and Sissoko that all departed in the summer. Those I don't feel like they've filled those gaps there. Tottenham have been a little bit hit and miss. I thought they were a little bit poor against Chelsea last time out. I thought, I was a bit disappointed in some of their performance. They did score 2 good goals. One of them was a bit controversial. Was it across the line? Was it not?
oh yeah,
The opening goal for them, but I did feel like Hannah Hampton had tipped it into her own net, and I know it's hard to tell from the camera angles and stuff, but it's just the backwards motion of the ball. I think means it had gone in my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what your thought
yeah.
is on that one.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell. It's like I saw like a couple of different angles, and like I just was changing my mind each time. So it's a really difficult one.
But yeah, Nilden will take it either way, won't she? So
Yeah, you definitely take it. Like just have anything you can.
I agree here on the fact that Tottenham are going to win. Sure, I've gone for a 1-0 Spurs win on that one as well. On to the 4:30 kickoff at Villa Park between Aston Villa and Liverpool. A game that normally has lots of drama, lots of thrills and spills, and hopefully lots of goals, Stu.
Yeah, hopefully. I've been a bit biased with this one probably, and I think I went with a 2-1 Liverpool win because I just found in the recent seasons Liverpool just seemed to have that edge over Villa because I think we won 4-1 away against them, and then we won 2-0 at the home game, and we just for some reason Villa just seems to be a good fixture for us.
Yeah, it does seem to be a good fixture historically for Liverpool. Like you mentioned, those two results last season, both being victories. Very dominant display last season away to them as well, wasn't it? Uh,
Yeah, it was.
the home game being the second game of the season, which we attended and performed very well at. Not us performed very well, so yeah, Liverpool
Yeah.
performed very well. It sounds like we were on the pitch knocking
Yeah.
the ball in. But yeah, the Liverpool performed very well at. Even Jamie stood up and sung "You Never Walk Alone" reluctantly.
I think he loved it.
Oh, he definitely loved it. He
He did.
enjoyed it. He was just
Yeah.
keeping up appearances, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But I do think I've seen online a few question marks though against Matt Beard in recent weeks from fans where they've said that they feel like the team's lacking a sense of strategy, a sense of direction. That we had a direction last season. We knew what a style of play. We knew how we were going to set up against teams. Try and be robust, on defensively, and then spring forward on the counter attack. They said that like this season, and I've noticed that myself. There doesn't seem to be that shape that in the side, and I think maybe losing a couple of players. I still feel it was a wrong decision to sell Missy Bocairns. I do think she was, she's Scouser born and bred and a quality player. And funny enough, she's gone to this weekend's opponents, Aston Villa, and I think she will play a key role in this game.
Yeah, it was a huge shocker going to Villa because, like you say, her being a Scouser, you're like, just you expect to like stay there forever. But yeah, I do think she'll have a big impact in that game.
Ha-
And I do think one of the issues with Beard this season is he needs to think about how he's going to convert these draws into wins. Because is it we drawn four this season, and then I think well, no, we've drawn three this season, so I think he needs to like start trying to convert them into wins because that's gonna like cost him a lot.
yeah, it's very small margins in the division, and literally a point separating Liverpool in sixth place to Leicester City in seventh. And if you think about it, it's only 4 points separating them from bottom. So yeah, very very tight and
Yeah,
could you could go any way really. I do think though the signings of Capots and Smith have been fantastic, and Gemma Evans from Manchester United, a surprising transfer of a player going from United to Liverpool or vice versa. I think her experiences has been key in the defensive areas.
yeah, she's a real good sign, and I think she's been like one of the best players in most of the matches as well. So a really good pick up from like the skating team at Liverpool.
And with the likes of Aston Villa as well, I think looking at their performances as well, they've played fairly decent, and Gabby Nunez has come in recent weeks and seems to be excelling in that claret and blue shirt. Katie Robinson, a fantastic signing from Brighton and Hove Albion. Jordan Nobbs' experience as well is key in that team in the middle of the park, along with Hanson. I don't need to tell you about Rachel Daly because you we know so much about
Oh
her
yeah,
already
definitely.
and the quality that she's got.
Yeah, we really do.
And I feel like De Powers has really, sorry if I've mispronounced his name, but the new Dutch manager, the Arne Slot lookalike, has really
Oh yeah.
has really built a good team spirit at Villa, and I think that's going to be key for them. But I've gone for a 2-2 draw, Stu. I feel like uh, as tempted as I was to go for a Liverpool win, uh,
Yeah.
I just feel like Liverpool with them being fragile defensively and. Uh, not being able to keep clean sheets. I just got a feeling with Villa nicking that 2-2 draw against Tottenham the other week that we might have a similar storyline going on there as well.
Yeah, it's not been good of all the draws this season.
And the final game on the Sunday is 6:45 kickoff at Walton Hall Park between Jugglers Everton and High Flyers Chelsea. And this is going to be an interesting one because it's a game that normally is full of goals between the sides, but normally in one direction.
Oh yeah, definitely. When predicting this game, I just was struggling to predict the number Chelsea will actually score. Um, I've gone with a 5-0 in the end, but it could be anything really with the way Chelsea is scoring. They're scoring for fun, and then Everton are struggling a bit as well this season. And then it's like you say, Chelsea always seem to score loads against Everton anyway.
Yeah, I've gone for 5-0 as well, Stu. It's the score that
And
sprung to my mind, but it could easily be 6, 7, 8, depending on how poorly Everton perform. I know they're missing a few players due to injury, but they need to regroup themselves. And because they've got a talented set of players in that squad. That's the thing. Meg Finnegan is the captain. Is quality at centre back, and she leads the line. Leads the defensive line normally quite well. And normally strong in the air, uh, from what I've seen in the past. So yeah, they've got Benison as well that plays for them. She's normally quite a versatile player. Hayashi signing from West Ham. I seen a big blow for West Ham to lose her, but then obviously she's probably not had that much of an impact at Everton because of the way the team's been performing. Brosnan, experienced goalkeeper as well. There you got Snoish, the forward that's normally so clinical for Everton, but I don't know whether it's a situation where they're just not creating those chances or able to convert those chances well enough into goals, Stu.
Yeah, it's like they've barely scored one goal this season, like the lowest in the league. So and it's like goals when you win your football matches. So it's not a very good situation for Everton at all. But I'm not sure what the coach needs to do really, because they just don't seem to have a clue what to do in the final third. Well, I don't know what I don't know why it is either, because they got some like real quality players.
Yeah, and I, I said sorry. I said this game was at Wharton Hall Park. It's actually at Goodison Park, so I do apologise
Oh,
to people watching this one. I've just seen it. It's at Goodison Park, so I've
was it Goodison, is it?
yeah, I was surprised by that one. I didn't realise that, so I've preempted it being at Wharton Hall where they normally play their games of football, but it's actually at Goodison, which is good. It's good to see them at Goodison Park
Yeah.
playing, at the Grand Old Lady before it goes. But
Yeah, I
let's
think it's
hope
always nice. Sorry.
it's all right.
Yes, I think it's always nice when they actually play at the official home stadiums, when like see Arsenal playing at the Emirates quite a bit, and then Everton to play at Goodison. I just really like seeing it in the women's game.
It's good, and it does show the growth of the game as well, Stu.
Yeah,
That a
definitely.
lot more clubs are playing at their actual stadium, as it were, as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
And get as with the Chelsea as well. Obviously, last week they beat Tottenham 5-2. Johanna Reifing Caniard is joint top scorer with Grace Clinton at the moment in the league. So yeah, that's showing a good sign there. And Caniard is also second in the assists thing charts as well. So it's and then you're looking at the quality in the Chelsea squad as well of players.
yeah.
I could be here all day listing it, but
Uh,
you got Hannah Hampton in goal, who's an England international, going to be pushing Mary Earts for the shirt and has even taken the shirt in recent international matches. Lauren James, we all know all about. Sam Kerr, we know about, who hasn't been playing because of injury. Lucy Bronze, experienced head there as well. Myra Ramirez, been fantastic this season. I'm a big fan of Aggie Beaver Jones, the young
yeah,
forward. Millie Bright is an absolute brilliant leader. Cuthbert is strong in midfield as well for Fulham. I could sit here all day and
yeah.
rattle
They got
off players and why Chelsea is such a strong signing. And when you look at their squad list, there's no wonder they have won the league 4 years in a row.
yeah. It's like the best, in my opinion. They got the best squad in the by a mile in the league. It's like so good. I always wonder how well, he's gone now, Jonas, but how he missed out on getting Johanna right in Kyniard, just with being like the Swedish footballer, and she's just like, she's so good. It's like every time I watch her, it's like she's just like standing.
It's unreal. And the two goals that she scored against Spurs were just unreal
Oh yeah,
finishes.
yeah, they were. It's like beautiful finishes.
It's the absolute quality of that one. So yeah, I think it's an interesting one. Just to overlap those ones for the weekend. Manchester United versus Arsenal. I've gone for United win. Stu's gone for United win. Brighton Leicester. Stu's gone for the draw. I've gone for the win for Brighton. Manchester City wins it against Palace. Tottenham wins against West Ham. Stu's gone for a Liverpool win away to Villa, and I hope to God that he is correct, as I've gone for a draw, and we've both gone for a 5 goal hammering of Everton by Chelsea, but we think it could end up being more depending on which Everton turn up.
Yeah, and what be Chelsea are in, because I always find it all what teams must be thinking when they're like winning by like 5-0. It's like, do you want to like just absolutely hammer them, or do you just like stop taking it easy?
If it was me, I'd want goals, 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 records,
Yeah,
record,
I'd be the
records, but
same.
it'd be like more,
Yeah,
more.
yeah, we're getting greedy and what try and get those double figures.
Full-time score is 27-0.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's been a pleasure having you on, Stu. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining us today.
thank you for having me.
Let us know your thoughts, fans, in the comments below on what you think will happen in this weekend of matches. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and thank you for watching. Let's talk sport.